Sunday, October 2, 2016. This is Mercedes Diesel Guy, and this is my 1998 Volvo S70. Still working on the car. Actually, I haven't gotten a whole lot done yet. I've just been busy, life's been getting in the way. I actually have been, collecting parts, getting parts ready to go. And it's already late Sunday afternoon, so I won't get much done this weekend, but I'm going to get the front of the car up on jack stands. I'm going to change a few fluids and just generally do some maintenance work here in the engine bay. May take off the serpentine belt and get the new one prepped to go in. Just that sort of thing. I want to thank one of my viewers. I forget who made the comment, but somebody, when looking at one of the previous videos, said that the top engine mount didn't look to be in good shape, and at first glance I actually thought it was okay, but that comment prompted me to take another look at it today, and I think it actually is, it's past its prime. I don't think it's a problem yet, but in the near future I will probably replace that with a polyurethane mount, the same as I did on my wife's V70. So I'm going to get to work now, and really what I'm going to be doing in the engine bay here is an oil change with filter, air filter, new spark plugs, cap, rotor, just to be on the safe side, new wires. Going to replace the serpentine belt, the pulley, the tensioner pulley that is, the idler. I'm trying to think what else. Just general maintenance. I also have a new battery to go in, and there's a reason for that. While I was playing around with the car early on, I think within the first few days, I had the key in the ignition and it was turned to the accessory position for something, and as such the headlights were on. And I didn't have it on for too long, but then when I went to restart the car, it wouldn't start on me, so the battery was weak. I ended up jump starting it and it's been fine since, but I think the battery in the car is actually a little undersized and past its prime, so I have a brand new battery to go in. Other than that, there's not a lot of general maintenance that needs to be done here under the hood. A little bit. And once that's done, I'm going to get back to the interior. The interior is mostly clean. I want to get the front seats out, clean the carpets, and while the front seats are out, I'm going to be replacing the car's heater core. So I'll give you a brief update what I have done at the end of the day. Like I said, I won't be working out here too long today. I just don't have a lot of time. Okay, well, I've been out here for a while now, and like I said, I got a really late start in the day, so I didn't have a lot of time. But I'm at my stopping point for the day, and all I've done so far is change the engine oil and filter and did a basic drain and fill on the transmission, and the transmission fluid looked really old. I have no record on when that was last done. There are a couple different schools of thought on this, and I've gone into this on previous videos. Basically, some people say if the transmission fluid's really old and you don't have a record on it, don't mess with it, because if you put fresh fluid in it, then the transmissions might start acting funny. I don't know that I believe that. I've heard it a lot. But basically every time I've had a transmission with really old fluid, I've only had positive results by changing the fluid and, when applicable, the filter. There's no filter in this transmission. And I put the same amount I put the same amount back in that I got back out. Measured it carefully. But what I'm probably going to do is just change it again at the next oil change, and maybe again after that. But the transmission actually was behaving just fine on the test drive a couple of weeks back. And like I said, I also changed the engine oil and filter. The engine oil I did have a record on, and that was really just about due. If not, it was maybe within 100 miles or so, in that range. The filter I took off there, I don't know what the mechanic put on there last time. It really seemed to be too small to be the filter for this car. I mean, obviously it threaded on correctly, but the diameter of the can on the filter was smaller than what I've ever seen for a Volvo, and I've used a lot of different brands of filters, but anywho, that's changed now. If I have some more time tomorrow, I'll start working on ignition and some of the other filters up here. Really isn't a lot to do, but I'm not rushed for time, and I also don't have a lot of time to work on this, so I'm just doing this bit by bit. So this is Mercedes Diesel Guy. Thanks for watching.